Call the meeting to order for the Village of Round Lake Beach. This is our board meeting for Monday, June 17th, 2019. Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk,
Here.
Trustee Valdez,
Here.
Trustee Wallace, Trustee Stout,
Here.
Trustee Nichols,
Here.
Trustee Cleveland, Mayor Hill.
Here. Let the record show a quorum is present. Would you all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any additions, deletions, or corrections for the agenda? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
Trustee Valdez, second by Trustee Nichols. We have a motion and a second. Once again, any corrections, additions, or deletions for the agenda? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Agenda is approved as written. We have our May 20, 2019 council meeting minutes up for approval. Any corrections or clarifications? If not, is there a motion to approve?
Move.
Motion by Trustee Nichols.
Second.
Second by Trustee Stout. We have a motion and a second. Any corrections, clarifications? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those minutes are approved. We have approval of our expenditures of $385,124.95. Our large item we had this month was the healthcare insurance, a little over $130,000. There have been a lot of other bills throughout the month. The staff all reviewed them. The trustees have all had a chance to review them. Any of the trustees have any questions on any of the expenses? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Trustee Husk. Second by Trustee Stout. We have a motion and a second. Once again, any questions on the bills? Please call the roll.
Trustee Stout? Aye. Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
That's approved. We don't have any ratifications tonight, so we'll go to our committee reports. Any of the trustees have any reports?
Your Honor, just a couple things. Just reminding everyone now, Thursdays, now through August, Break on the Lake. Come out and enjoy a free night of fun entertainment for the kids and family. There's food, drinks, and live entertainment. Usually starts about 6 p.m., goes to approximately 9 p.m. This week we have Warped Wonder and Juliet Gardner, both brass jazz music. Interesting, fun night to have out with the family. Walk on over, drive on over. We got plenty of parking.
And which lake is that by?
That is the Round Lake Beach Civic Center, Hook Lake, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Also, don't forget about Beach Fest this coming June 28th, 29th, and 30th. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This year, starting a new tradition, hopefully, we will have the fireworks on the last Saturday of July, of June, for the 4th of July fireworks. Hoping this works out as a great benefit to us and to the Round Lake Park District, area Park District. Friday night, 3 to 11, Saturday, 1 to 11, and Sunday, 1 to 9-ish. Our main bands for opening on Friday, Infinity, which is a Journey tribute band. Saturday, we have a Eliminator and Brit Beat for the fireworks. And then Sunday, we have Wheelhouse and the Head Honchos. Wheelhouse is a bluegrass band. We've had them here before. They really put on a good show. And the Head Honchos are a blues, rock, and soul band. Come out and entertain yourself with all the kids and children's events as well, all 3 days. Hope to see you.
Thank you, Trustee Nichols. It's always a fun time. A lot of people coming out there, and with the fireworks this year, it's really going to be a great event
Yeah.
on Saturday especially. Thank you. Any other reports tonight? In our mayor's report, there's only one item tonight. We have the Cole Children's Museum presentation. Stephanie Bynum is here to do a presentation about the Round Lake Beach Cole Pop-Up Museum they put here. Step out of your way.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for letting me come and talk about our pop-up museum that we held in April and May of this year. It was our first time here in Round Lake Beach, and we had a great time, so I want to give you a quick summary. Oh. You were there? Awesome. Thank you. That's what I needed. So we were at the Cultural and Civic Center downstairs in the Black Box Theater in the hallway. We were open for 40 days in April and in May. 8 family weekend days, those are mainly Saturdays, about 10 o'clock until 4 o'clock, and 8 family weekend evenings, 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock on Thursdays. We also had 32 days for field trips, focused mainly on the Round Lake School District area and local child care programs. So we had a total of 4,083 visitors, which is just slightly under Waukegan's number. So we had our Waukegan pop-up in February and March of this year, but they had a much larger space. So I would say space-wise, you guys beat them out in attendance. It was very busy. It was fantastic. We had 2,865 visitors during family hours and 1,218 visitors during our field trips. And you can see the majority of the visitors came from the local area. So we did track zip codes. That was the main thing we asked. How many adults, how many children with you, and what was your zip code? And you can see the majority of them came from the local zip codes. We had different exhibits in the museum. We were focused on STEAM, so science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. So we had a full functioning art studio. You'll see that in some of the pictures. Imagination Playground, which are these fabulous big blue blocks that you can turn into anything that you want. A reading section, because you can't ignore literacy. Puppet stages, gravity walls, which you see how the little boy on the bottom trying to get his ball going through the hoops the right way into the bucket. Bernoulli blowers and air tubes to focus on the force of air. Which is all of our Air Amazing station. And then we had a young naturalist exhibit to help children kind of learn about clues in nature. That's cut off a little bit, but you can see so feedback from visitors, we had great feedback from visitors. We didn't ask people to fill out surveys. We really put them on the resource table, which included resources from the public library and the Park District as well. We wanted to make sure that people knew what else was around in the area, not just the pop-up. But 100% of the families surveyed agreed or strongly agreed that their children enjoyed the visit to the museum, and 95% said they'd come back to the Round Lake Beach pop-up museum, which is a great number for us to have. A couple of the comments. My children loved all the activities. The staff were great. There was a 7, a 3.5-year-old, and an 8-month-old. And if you've ever tried to keep a 7-year-old, a 3.5-month-old, and an 8-month-old happy in the same place, you know that's a hard thing to do. And then the other one, loosely translated from Spanish, is we liked all the activities. The children enjoyed them. They were happy. Thanks for bringing this closer to our homes. And we heard a lot about that. Knowing that the 2 closest children's museums are ours, which is, about 45 minutes away, and Milwaukee. So it's a long trek. I know you have a great small children's museum at the Park District, and we did a lot of pushing to get people to go there when we weren't here, so hopefully they continue to do that. But it was nice to hear the comments that people really did appreciate that it was a really quick drive here. They could swing by for a couple hours and still make all the other events that you had going on. Feedback from field trips. So we had 31 teachers who completed surveys. 100% of them said the exhibits were engaging for their students, and 100% agreed that the staff were friendly and helpful. Comments. Awesome activities. My students, 1st and 2nd grade special education, were engaged the entire time. My 1st graders loved the hands-on building with large blocks in the art center. I'm glad so many parents joined us to play and learn together. Questions posed such as, can you find the blank? Which tube would it pop out of? What happened if you put the yellow with the blue ones together, which was on our Art Studio light table. Facilitated language development and interaction, which is one of the things we really wanted to do, is to get adults engaging with kids and doing hands-on fun learning together. My students had a blast. There was something for everyone. It provided a great experience, activities and options for all the kids. I heard this was the best day ever several times. Thanks for providing the opportunity. So I want to make sure and say, thank you for providing us with the opportunity to come to your community. We really appreciated it. Mayor Hill, we really appreciate it. Dave, thank you so much for helping out. And then 2 other people. Judy Armstrong was instrumental in this, and so was Martina Rocha, and I want to make sure that I mention them. And the Cultural and Civic Center staff, who were phenomenal to us and really helpful whenever we needed anything. So thank you, and I hope that we're coming back next year. I know we have dates penciled in already to make this even bigger and better. Does anybody have any questions?
We hope you're back, that's for sure.
We hope to be back. We will be back.
Yeah, we all heard very good things also from the community about how nice it was to have it so close. They're bringing kids over, like I said, spend an hour or two and not spend half the day traveling
Right.
back and forth.
Just
It
driving
was
back and
wonderful.
forth. Yeah.
And the staff was so great to everyone, very helpful and pleasant and friendly, and it was just a wonderful event.
Well,
Wonderful.
thank you. We had a great time, so we'll be happy to come back next spring.
We are definitely going to hold you to that.
Oh, great. Did you like it? Should we come back? Good. Okay. All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
so much. And that was the only item on my report tonight. Is there a clerk's report? Okay. When our items of business then, we don't have too many on here today. We have item A, as a resolution declaring certain equipment as surplus equipment. Like all villages, we do have several items that are no longer needed by the village, including a golf cart and a bunch of other miscellaneous items. The golf cart's gonna go out to auction with open off here on the 22nd, I think. Most of the other items are probably not even worth trying to sell, they'll probably just be disposed of, but the staff will take a close look at that and determine that. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Valdez,
Second.
second by trustee Stout. We have motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk,
Aye.
trustee Valdez,
Aye.
trustee Stout,
Aye.
trustee Nichols.
Aye.
That's approved. Item B is a resolution authorizing and approving an award of contract to Conserve FS in an amount not to exceed $12,500. This is to continue the turf management that we've been working on over at the Cultural and Civic Center. The ground originally was not put together very well. There was a lot of stones coming up. The soil was very hard. So we've been working on it for the last couple of years. A lot of big improvements. We still have a little ways to go though. Still gonna continue this year and maybe 1 or 2 more years to continue to make that soil really good so the grass will grow and be thick. And for when we have events out there, we won't have to worry about mud or other things like that. It'll be nice grassy areas. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Husk. Second by trustee Nichols. We have motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez,
Aye.
trustee Stout,
Aye.
trustee Nichols,
Aye.
trustee Husk.
Aye.
That's also approved. Item C is a resolution approving caterers for the Round Lake Beach Cultural Arts and Civic Center. Each year we do approve some of the main caterers for the Cultural and Civic Center. If there are residents to choose from, a nice variety of different caterers. You can also bring in your own food. That's a little bit different price, and there's no alcohol available at that point. But there are several other options you can do. But these are the main caterers that provide full service. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Valdez.
Second?
Second by trustee Nichols. We have motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Stout,
Aye.
trustee Nichols,
Aye.
trustee Husk,
Aye.
trustee Valdez.
Aye.
That's also approved. Item D is a resolution approving an agreement with the Village Engineering and Planning Consulting Services with Manhard Consulting LTD, Rolf Campbell and Associates. Each year we kind of get a new agreement with them. This year the cost went up a little bit. I think it's about 2 to 3% on average, so it's not too bad. They do a really good job for us, so I'd like to maintain this agreement. We do use 3 different engineering firms for different types of engineering in the village, which has worked out very well for us, and I expect we'll maintain that. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Stout,
Second.
second by trustee Nichols. Oh, Husk. Guys got me on that one. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Stout?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
That's also approved. Item E is an ordinance amending section 3-7-4 of the village code regarding raffles. The village does issue the raffle licenses for any raffles that are held in Round Lake Beach. As new charities begin, oftentimes want to conduct raffles to raise money for their programs. Currently, our ordinance requires them to be in existence for 5 years, which is an awful long time. We're going to be changing that down to 2 years so that they do have an opportunity to raise money once they've established themselves and prove that, yes, they are actually an organization out there that will benefit the public through their services. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee
Second.
Nichols. Second by trustee Valdez. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Stout?
Aye.
That's also approved. Item F is a resolution authorizing and approving an award of contract to Black Hawk Electrical Construction in an amount not to exceed $14,629. We're adding electricity directly to our outdoor stage at our Cultural and Civic Center. We won't have to rent any of the large generators anymore for the bands to use up front there. It'll be much more smooth and efficient and not have that large generator running next to the side of the stage. It'll be much nicer. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Husk,
Second.
second by trustee Stout. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Stout?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
That's also approved. That was actually our last item of business. At this time, it is open to public participation. Anyone had a question or comment for the board, please come to the microphone, give your name and address for the record, and either state your comment or ask your question. I would like to recognize Luke in the audience today. He works for State Representative Sam Yingling. Thanks for being here tonight. Seeing Luke at several of the different functions going on in the community. We don't have any executive session tonight, so we have no action on those items. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Nichols,
Second.
second by trustee Husk. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.